Let's get it. Let's get it. It's your boy Sully, and I'm here to tell you, even though you locked up, it's time to lock in. Yep, even though you locked up, you gotta lock in, right? So let this circumstance be a catalyst for change. Yep, let this crisis be a catalyst for change in your life. Look, this was only gonna go out to the prison ministries. It was gonna go out to the prisons that we've spoken at. It was gonna go out to the prisons that this video reached. But this message is really for everybody. So I need you, even though you're locked up, you may be locked up at the house, or you may be locked up in prison, or you may be locked up in some type of circumstance, and I need you to lock in the situation. Look, I can give you an example. I was just deployed to Central and South America, and I was out in the middle of the Pacific Ocean, and I was locked up for like 3 months, and I was out there for a long period of time, and I could have had a defeated mentality. I could have had a locked up mentality, but what I did was I locked in, and my team locked in, and we're able to push the ministry forward, and we're able to bring more speakers onto the ministry, and we're able to stage some events that are going to come on further this year. And then professionally in the Air Force, right? Professionally, I was able to identify some gaps, and I was able to identify some things professionally that I was able to move forward and I was able to develop from. Look, I can back this up with the Bible. Like Paul, he was locked up in certain circumstances. Paul was thrown in jail multiple times. He was locked up on house arrest multiple times, but he still was a catalyst for change and still changed lives for Christ, right? Samson was tied up, one of the strongest man that we read about in the Bible, right? And he was chained up by his enemies, and he looked up to God, and God provided him strength to bring down the temple on his enemies. Then you have Joseph, a man of vision. Joseph was given visions from God, and he was sold into slavery from his brothers, right? And once he was in slavery, God exalted him in slavery. And then he was thrown in prison. And then he was exalted in prison and lifted up in prison. And then once he left prison, he was only second to the Pharaoh. So with all these examples, I need you to not just be locked up, I need you to be locked in. I need you to use this circumstance. I need you to use this position that you're in for change. I need you to look up at God, the Creator, the one with all the answers to all your problems. I need you to look up to Him, and He can tell you purpose. Like He knew who you were before you were born. So I don't need you to be locked up. I need you to be locked in to your purpose, right? Use this crisis as a catalyst for change. Have a change mentality. Be ready to move forward. Be ready to step forward. Be ready. Stay ready. Be ready, always ready to act on the change that God has for your life. Be ready to act on the purpose that God has had in your life. Be ready to act on the gifts that God has had for your life. So this is your boy Sully saying, you may be locked up, but I need you to lock in, and I'll see you on another Maximize the Moment. Let's get it.